right. Well, we're not doing a build in public video on this one. This one, we're having a little bit of fun within the Kalshi system and using our AI tool, our MLB Kalshi watch list that I had built previously, which I do plan on rebuilding and putting um, on our site that we're doing for Some Dude and AI. So be on the watch for that episode. Hopefully, it'll be in the next few weeks that we do that. We're just trying to lay a good foundation first. But to start out, I've got a wager here on Kalshi, Atlanta versus San Diego, live on the first inning. And so let me make something very crystal clear here at the beginning. This is by no means betting advice, financial advice, investing advice, none of that. This is not, this is straight up gambling, and I am doing it for entertainment and educational purposes. I fully expect to lose money on this venture. So do not follow my lead if you're trying to use it to make money. This is about learning AI, about incorporating systems together to help make a prediction bet. That's all it is. And I have lost almost as many bets as I have won. So, I might have won more just by pure luck. We have not been able to prove it's because of the system we've built. So again, this is not any sort of advice about what to do with your money. You need to make your own decisions on that. And if you do have a gambling issue, please stop watching now and seek help. Otherwise, this is just to allow us to have a little fun, enjoy the afternoon. Figured I would record for a little bit during this. And let's see here. Let me get things situated. There we go. So right now I am up 45 cents on this wager. And so I bought it actually early this morning. I couldn't sleep very well, so I was up. And I bought it at a much better price than what's showing now. And basically, this is our MLB watch list app that I use, and I've given a rundown on it a few times. But it's hooked up to ChatGPT 5.4, I believe, through an API. And when I click Run Report, it's going to MLB.com, Kalshi, and a couple other baseball sources, news sources, to compile these reports for me. And so it goes out and it looks for matchups that qualify to meet my standards. And so it's got rules to look for. And when we rebuild this app, I'll go in depth. But this is how it weighs it, and this is what it's looking at. It's looking at the team strength gap. I want it like I've got a 30% weight on, hey, I want to make sure that the team is far better than the team that it's playing. So in this case, Atlanta is a far superior team to San Diego. So that increases our odds of potentially walking away with a win. Starting pitching edge, bats versus bad pitching edge, and all that. And it weighs all of it, and it produces a score for us, our score, based on the entry level price from Kalshi, which is like trading. So think of like day trading or something. To get in this game right now, it was 73 cents when I ran this report just now to buy in on a position. And then so that gives us a +7 value. And based on these values, it will rank the matches. And I told it I only wanted to see the top 5. And then it gives me why it ranked, what to double check, all that good stuff. I did pick up this matchup over, because they ranked about the same on our end. but Atlanta has been pretty big time, and plus Kalshi, the fact that it's 73-cent buy-in versus 52 cent is that most people out there believe Atlanta is going to pull away the win on this one. And then another factor that I probably shouldn't have used, and I might have to add it to my rules. I can't actually put this game on the TV. I subscribe to MLB, so I can watch it on my Roku TV. But because I live in Florida, it's blacked out because the game involves Tampa Bay Rays. So I can really never be able to watch Tampa Bay or Miami Marlins. I can listen to it. So if I really felt strongly about it, I could have still gone with it. I'm not too comfortable about not being able to. Oh, so we got some action going, I think. Let's see what's going on here. We're up 58 cents, 73. Bottom of the first. So I think they were just playing replays. I got the TV up with the game in the background. So, but yeah. So I mean, if I really had a strong conviction about a game and I wanted a matchup, I could listen to it through MLB.com. But I don't know. I haven't done it yet, so not feeling the most comfortable. So I chose this game anyway. Plus, I've been to Petco Park and watched San Diego play in person, and I've been to the Braves Atlanta and watched a game a long, long time ago, back in like 1999. Flight out. So, but yeah, so that's how I'm kind of making my decision now. I'll fine tune these as I go along, but so I picked this game and put it on it, and then what I did is I think I bought it at 69.52 cents a share, and I bought 12 shares, 12.94, almost 13 shares. So right now, if I were to sell, I would make 45 cents total. Now I have it set to where if I get to a 20% profit in this game, it'll automatically sell for me. That's my whole goal. I'm not trying to go to the end of the game at this. The longer a game lasts, the more likely there is for a negative outcome, I think. It's just my belief. I don't know if that's factually correct. But I don't want to be sitting there in like the 8th and 9th inning crossing my fingers that the Braves can pull it out and I get a full payout. No, as soon as I get anywhere around 20%, the system will sell or I'll sell. And if I think that the game's going south on the Braves, I'll sell immediately. I'm not playing around. I'm not going to hope. I'll just count a little bit as a loss, and I'll lose a little bit, but not much. Probably not more than $1 with how much I bet. So, but let's go back to the watch list here. Okay. It'd be nice if the Braves can crank out a nice home run or something early. Basically, the best thing that can happen for me is if the Braves were to score a couple runs within the first 2 innings and jump out to a lead. That would probably get me my 20%, and I'd sell and I'd be done. And then I'm just building the cash roll every time I get a win. And that allows me to bet a little bit more, which allows me to get a little bit more return. And you'll see what I'm saying here. So let's see. Let's go to my stats. So bet history real quick. These are all the games I've bet on so far. And whatnot. But I think more important is for our stats. So, and this is probably the third time I've included this watch list and what I'm doing within Kalshi. But yeah, and so you'll see these numbers have updated throughout the videos. But right now I'm sitting at 15 total bets. I got the one open. I haven't done multiple at a time yet. I don't know if I think that's just sloppy and kind of goes against my rules and etiquette for doing this. And so 14 of the bets have been closed. So right now, my total profit and loss, I'm sitting at $2.65 in the negative, with a return on interest at 3.9%. Now, I think so total, I have staked $68.17, but you got to minus that from the payout here. So let's see here. 68.17 minus the 56.52. And so I've actually paid in right about, so it says, I'm not sure if this is going to be totally correct because I've bet on a few things besides baseball, which I'm not going to do anymore. I've really tightened it in. I'm only going to bet and do things based off of this list and information. And if I feel comfortable about doing it, I'm not going to go exploring and trying to figure out other things. I'm going to get good at this one little lane I'm in. But yeah, so I've put in towards baseball $11.65. And so the rest of the this is I haven't actually withdrawn any cash. It's been I shouldn't say reinvested, but it's been replayed into new wagers or prediction shares. Terminology is so weird with Kalshi because it is betting. I'm not going to say it's not. It's gambling, 100%. But like their terms is they're like using it as like trading. You're just trading on the prediction market of like what could happen in the future. So kind of weird. But my average entry into is 61.5 cents, which is great. Now I won't put in like my rules. I won't bet on anything higher than 88 cents because there just isn't that much room to win all that much. And you really have to ride through to the end of the game to get something out of it. And that just brings, the longer that you're riding in a game, the greater the risk of taking a loss is. This is just the way I feel about it. So my other rules: only bet what you can afford to lose. No fan bets. I'm a Rockies fan first and foremost. So unless they're like pretty much number one on my list and really compelling, I'm not gonna, buy any shares on a match or bet on them. Matter of fact, I've actually won a handful of these by betting against the betting that the team playing the Rockies will win. Yeah, that's been pretty good for me actually. Know my exit before entry. Like I said, I've got it set to a 20% payout on all of these. I'm not looking to go the full 9 innings and get a larger payout. I think that's being greedy and putting yourself at more risk. Oh, San Diego just got a base hit, which is probably going to drop. Yep, see, it just dropped. They got a base hit that just dropped. Oh, see, my return on interest, negative 33 now. Now, if San Diego, they've got 2 runners on, first and second. And if they score a run or two, I'm just going to sell. Not going to play. We'll see. Because what'll happen is if Atlanta can get these other 2 outs here, this will bounce back and be back in the positive. And I'm just trying to get it to where, yeah, odds 68. So, yep, I paid $880 to get into it, and the value is $906 now. So, oh boy. Okay, got another out. So we're looking a little bit better. This should probably pop up a little bit more. The refresh is a little weird, but yep, there's another one. So this I should raise a little bit. So it kind of ebbs and flows. Like there's a big strikeout or a big moment in the game, you can see it swing here on these guys. Now a lot of people are they'll buy on these dips, figure the Braves are the better team and they'll probably bounce back. I just start from the beginning with what I based on my rules. And as soon as I get that, why did it dip again? Oh, they got another hit. Bases are loaded. I'm at a negative 33 cents. There's 2 outs. So it's 1 strike on the count right now. And I'm watching on the TV, which is ahead of this. Oh, he just hit the guy. That's how they got bases loaded. They beamed a guy. So my game is probably a good 30 seconds behind. It says I'm live, so there's a 30-second lag or so on the TV. Oh, he took it right to the elbow too, the Padres player. But yeah, so you can kind of see right now things are not going well for me. I'm really, really close to bailing out. I want to see how this at bat goes. Strike 1. And I've got it up on my phone next to me too, so all I got to do is swipe and sell. I can sell really quickly. Yeah, right now I'm looking to take a loss. Counts 1-1. Man, top of the second, San Diego's got bases loaded. That is not something. See, like no matter how much your research is going to be, you just don't know. It's still gambling. 2-1. If he doesn't throw a strike here, I might sell because ball 1's going to cause. So like, here's my options: I sell and take my loss, or I hope and pray that if they do score 1, that the Braves are able to bounce back. But to have bases loaded in the second against the Braves pitching, there's ball 3. Ooh, no, they call it a strike. They call it a strike. I'm surprised they're not challenging that. That looked like a ball to me. Oh, they did challenge it, and it is a ball. 3-1 count. Like, oh, San Diego scored. See that? Now I'm down to $2. I wish I was watching something that was a little bit more up to speed. They walked him. They walked in a run. You got to be kidding me. They walked in a run. Yeah. Now, here's my dilemma. I'm down $1.62. Do I just count that as cost of playing today and take the hit? Or do I try to ride it out? It looks like things are bouncing back a little bit. We got 2 strikes on this batter coming up. If they get that out, it's done. And then if the Braves come strong, like, something happened. Something. It's swinging wildly. I'm down. I'm set to lose $4.17 now. Which is crazy because like I'm not seeing the TV's 30 seconds behind. It's still showing 1-0. This is still showing 1-0. That's just the sediment of people placing the bets. A lot of people are betting on San Diego right now with the bases loaded there. People are betting on emotions is what's happening, and that's causing this to go through the roof. And people are probably selling their bets on the Braves, and there was another base hit, so now it's going to be like 2-0, 3-0. It was a double. No, it was a single 2 RBI hit. Yeah, and the Braves pitcher is upset. Man, that stinks. I've worked hard, being very disciplined to get my stats back to where they were because I was actually almost $8 in the hole. It rated about 48% when I started being really disciplined. And this is the biggest setback I've had like pretty much all week. So, and the whole experiment is to see if, using AI and having it comb through all this information and allow me to make my more accurate predictions would allow me to stay above 50% and keep a positive return on interest. But yeah, the Braves have to overcome 0-3. Like at this point, I mean, I'm at $4.81. So now I guess I just along for the ride, see if they can bounce back a little bit. I mean, it's still super early in the game. This pitcher might get his stuff together, and there's just so many variables. But yeah, we'll pause it here. I'm not going to do this through the whole game. It's a video you probably don't want to watch. And I'll come back on and record kind of how things look if things turn around and I'm able to sell for that 20% or if I took a loss. We'll see.